Hello again, everybody. NotAmused back here again. We are going to be doing the Mandark Nano mission today, and then start some level 20 missions. Let's see what we can dive into. What's the next area we can dive into? Okay. As for what power I'm gonna put on Mandark, I'm not sure. I think he has an antidote. He's got antidote, stun, and jump group. So, more often than not, you're probably gonna be doing jump. Because, like I said in a different video, Mandark was kind of a staple in terms of exploring the unknown. Because he had that jump group power, which is very valuable. Any power that's a group power. Let's see if I can go in here and avoid aggro. Alright, just right away, huh? Someone has hijacked my precious command droid. Stop them. Very cool that, like, you know, these robots they made some of them into enemies for, like, 1 or 2 specific missions.
Number 1, don't worry, I've got you. The soul collector.
Seems like these guys are hitting me. Maybe not. I'm just getting ahead of myself.
Number 1, first aid.
I don't know where my trail's gonna lead me, so I'm gonna just check my corners here. Is this not a dead end? I thought it would be a dead end. The other way must have been a dead end. Let's wait a second to get some more things out of him.
Let's go to work.
Now we can defeat Fusion
Are you receiving me? Let's go to work. This will help.
Should be. Here's what I'm afraid of. You see something like this, I'm afraid there's going to be another monster right around this corner here that's taking advantage of the very climbable walls. Luckily, I got a crit there. Up. What do I know? Not too like bad of an example here, but still, nonetheless, they're sneaky. They can get behind those walls.
Number 1, don't worry, I've got you.
Drop any cool stuff? Nope. They drop nothing, in fact. And a view, yeah, nothing too interesting. Check my corners. I'm kind of surprised he got aggro. It seemed like I was just 2 steps further away for him. But whatever. Yeah. Let's just cook this guy. Yes, sir. Mandark. Biodome Antidote. Mandark's high-tech biodome shields you from all toxic materials, including fusion matter. Mandarkness. Stun area. Stun monsters with dark forces Mandark uses to power his inventions. Ha ha ha. Retro thrusters. Mandark sets off powerful thrusters, giving your group boosted jump power. Because I feel like I'm not gonna be using Mandark that much. Let's give him the old bread and butter with jump group. Besides events, I don't think I'll ever be in a group setting doing missions and whatnot. Oh, I thought I was about to crash there, but you guys can just end me. Alright, let's check our missions here. We have Boomer Bango at Mojo Jojo's giving us a mission. We have Grim for the guide mission, and we have Mandroid. I thought that was in Marquis Row, and I was like, what? Gwen also has another mission for us. And then Devil's Bluff is opening for us, and Hex and Mandy have missions for us, and Haas Delgado is over there as well. So the Mojo one doesn't go to. The Mojo Monkey doesn't go to Orchid Bay, and that's just very confusing for me. So I'm gonna talk to, what is it, Boomer Bingo over here, City Station, and then Grim. And then, just for reference, you guys are level 20, so we're gonna be doing missions in Mojo's Volcano and Devil's Bluff. And then, I believe, we might be going into Really Twisted Forest? What is that? No, the Ruins. Apologies. Okay, Boomer Bingo. Yeah, there you are. Boomer Bingo. I haven't heard from the monkeys at Monkey Mountain in a long time. Spawn Simians are in here mucking with our communication request. So, Monkey Mountain is pretty much almost like pretty much the northwestern, like, section of the wilds there. I'm just gonna get my P's and Q's around here before I start doing missions. Mojo has missions, of course. Don't feel the Reaper. Now then, let's test the abilities of the Fusion Matter Declarifier. It should enable us to declarify Fusion Matter, thus defeating Fuse's monstrosity's pants that are level 19, despite it being a level 20 mission. Making friends with Mojos. Wild Wings and Doom Diggers are playing. Wild Wings and Doom Diggers are playing me, Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo does not like to be plagued. Why are you not stopping them? Of course, we're not going to be changing guides from Mojo. But that's all stuff I can sell. Yeah, so there's a lot of missions, you know, dealing directly with, the mobs in this area. Where are the monkeys? Over here. The enemies, you know, because of the Doom Diggers and the flying winged monsters or whatever they're called, in this area really reminds me. It's kind of a cop-out to say, oh, this area really reminds me of Genius Grove in the suburb area. But, you know, for Tech Square and for Mojo's Volcano, that's definitely more true than, say, like City Station or anything. So he's going to have us talking to Mojo Jojo. He's not going to have us be talking to Mandy and them, because there might be another Mandroid for that, or someone in the wilds to transfer that to, because I think the last person we did, it seemed like it was forever ago that we did Fuzzy Lumpkin's nano research project with him, and then I assume we did Gwen, and I assume that must have been afterwards. So, you know, you can always go on your completed mission list here, but, you know, when you have an accumulation of 255 missions, it can be kind of difficult to, I mean, look at my scroll wheel, it skips like 45 missions at a time here. So it's very difficult to scroll, you know, you gotta use the tiny little arrows on the scroll bar there. Not recommended. I wish there was some sort of filtering you could do beyond just it's sorted by level. Well, isn't that a wrinkle in our trousers? We need a new light bulb for the disc lamp of Hades. You will find one in the ancient ruins in the wilderness. Okay, so this sets us up to finally go to this lamp of Hades. That does not sound like science to me. Well, I hope it will help us find out what happened to Major Gloria and the other heroes. Here's another nitpick about the game, as long as we're here established with this kind of thing. and it's not just the monkey mojo thing from Orchid Berry. It's that I feel like most of these guide missions don't culminate in a truly rewarding storyline conclusion, because I mean, on my old, you know, on the main NotAmused count and the official days, it just seems like, you know, you would expect like Major Glory or some affiliated NPC to like be in the world for you once you completed like the whole 36 levels of guide missions. But essentially, you know, the world stays the same. You know, the world doesn't change or alter in any way despite what missions you do in this game. And I feel like that is, you know, probably a lot of work to do, but regardless, I feel like that like one or two things should be different in the game depending on if you completed the associated mission or not, it's more so true for guide missions, I feel like, than most world missions, because, you know, you trying to do all this stuff for change the world for all these different world missions is just not feasible. So I mean, I would have liked to have seen something that, you know, changed despite me finishing all these guide missions, despite the storylines like pretty much concluding for the most part. You know, it just, you know, it's like a step further on like how far longer did they plan to like take the official game, like what was like planned and whatnot. Mojo Jojo's white glove.
Is it a mission that you require?
So
Get out of my sight.
let's find some wild ones for now. Actually, like the spawn simians. Okay, well, let's defeat the wild. So yeah, I mean, I definitely I could be wrong, but I don't think the world changes at all depending on what mission you do. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but, you know, I'm sure if, you know, more resources and the game went out differently, that would all kind of be different. You know, spoiler alert, when you defeat Fuse, the world doesn't change at all either. You know, nothing opens up for you really. There's no post-end game in FusionFall. You know, and this, you know, this also goes hand in hand with what I said in like something much earlier in my videos, where it's like, you know, you're shooting, this game's audience is primarily like 10-year-olds and up to like 16, 17, 18, but you're typically like not going to shoot higher than that, is what the core audience of these Cartoon Network games was, or this particular MMO, because, you know, anyone who's over 18, they're not going to be catering to with this type of MMO. You know, the simplicity of the, you know, the design, the intricacies, you know, the lack of depth compared to other MMOs, the end game, the grind definitely isn't as prevalent as other MMOs. You know, this isn't meant to be a shot at the game, but, you know, essentially what we're dealing with here is essentially a watered down MMO game, where, you know, that's just what it is. It's not meant to be negative or anything. It's just, that's the best way for me to like definitely classify it. So I don't know. But I know, you know, there's a fine road between being picky in this and, you know, knowing the audience of what, you know, what can be done in like a game that's, you know, essentially made for young adults.
What you are doing and start listening.
You know, and nothing beyond there. So just trying to find like a perfect middle ground of criticism wishful thinking and trying to not be too, you know, critical of the game is, you know, is a tough road to be, to do, more so with, like, games meant for a different audience than the one, you know, people would normally play. So, you know, I don't think anybody designed the original FusionFall thinking that, oh, you know, in like 8 years we could still see like 25-year-olds playing this game with like a devoted, you know, amount of playtime. First time one of them begins to block. It's just, you know, and you know, take a drink every time I say, like I said in a previous video. But like I said in a previous video, I think it's so much easier to, you know, rightfully nitpick and criticize this game, more so when you're not playing it than when you are playing it, because, you know, and especially, you know, it would feel so much more different for someone. I hope this my PC thing popped up, and I hope that doesn't pop up in the video, otherwise would not be good. Yeah, the fine line between nitpicky criticism and everything else. Thank you for your help. I hope my relatives get back to us soon. I'm gonna bite Fuse's ear off if he did anything to my cousins. Just checking my P's and Q's. Okay, so nobody here besides Mr. Mojo Jojo. And he wants me to the next part. Don't feel the Reaper 20. Okay.
Is it a mission that you require, or is it something
Interesting.
else?
The next, is it Bambo Jambo over there that has the next string in this mission, or not? I didn't see anything pop up, so interesting. I just want to be sure. I'm not missing any exclamation points here. Okay. I assume that we're gonna have more mission in Mojos, whether it be from some NPC or Grim, but I assume we're not done in Mojos, because that's only, what, part 1 of that quest line? So, I don't know, maybe Grim has the next one? Or maybe it's gonna be like level 21 associated with it. Regardless, the next nano is going to be Grim, and Grim, one of the biggest MVPs of the whole nano collection there, with all his group powers. Very, very good. Oh my, I really have to sell stuff. 141 pants. Okay. A gun that I know is going to be worse. Doesn't matter. You are a shatter gun of 445, but I think, did we not have another shatter gun? 447. Okay. Nope. This is a shatter gun 460, so that gets there. Just for keeping organized. Okay, so I can sell all that stuff. Don't fear the Reaper complete. Don't fear the Reaper part 4. Fusion Mandy tried to control me, now she's working with Fusion Grim. We can stop him with the Fusion Mandy Clarifier. Are you ready for such a task? So that's all in the ruins there. So it seems like we're gonna be locked into doing the wilds.
How are you doing today?
Stuff. So let's fly back to City Station here, and then next time you see me, I will be in the wilds. Might stop at Peach Creek first.
Let's fly.
I think I'll stop at Peach Creek first. Either way, everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ta!